All right, so we are going to review a little bit. I know Ethier's coming in here in a minute. We're going to look at your paragraphs that you guys have been working on. So this last week, it was weird. It was 4th of July last week. That part wasn't weird. That was pretty cool. But nobody showed up to any of my classes last week, which was kind of funny for me because I was waiting on Zoom and I'm like sitting here going, is anybody coming? No? Okay.
I was at my Nana's.
Yeah, that's okay though. So I don't see, let me see. I've got 2 graded here. I've got Kylie's. I graded yours this morning, and then I also have Jana's. I don't see her this morning though, so hopefully she'll come in. But can I share the screen and show yours, Kylie? Are you okay with that? Okay, cool. Yours is here, so let me share this. And then Oliver and Ethier, I don't see yours yet. Did you get a chance to turn it in yet or not yet?
I think we did. I think it's just still loading, so.
Oh, okay, so it was this morning. That's okay, I'll check in a minute then. So this is Kylie's. Let's look at her first paragraph. This is about reptiles. So the first paragraph was about the Sahara sand viper. That was the homework for last week. So I wanted to say I really like your handwriting, Kylie. It's always so nice and neat and very, very pretty. You're welcome. There were a couple things I put in my note this morning when I looked at it, because I really like your content. Like what you said about the Sahara sand viper was really, really good and interesting. And I did notice you had your 4 words underlined for your dress ups, which is great. And then I see the word uncommon and you circled it, and then you circled unlike, and you're correct. Those are like reflecting. They're not exactly the same words, but they are definitely reflecting, so they're close to the same meaning. So that was perfect. The only thing is you should have, remember the rule says 2 or 3 key words. So that means 2 in the first and 2 in the last. That's what that means. Yeah. So you could circle snake because you also have snake. You actually have snake twice in that sentence, so you could circle one of them. You know what I mean for your topic clincher? Okay. And you can fix that. And then I think that was the only thing that I mentioned. Oh yeah, you accidentally used the word you right here. You said because of its triangle shaped head, you know it's poisonous. So in a report, whenever you're writing a report about something, you really don't want to use you or I or me or those kinds of pronouns in your paper because it's really more about facts. So you could say, because of its triangle shaped head, it's poisonous. You could say that.
Okay.
And just cross out, you know. Other than that, it looks fantastic. So very, very well done. Let me see if I got, if I got Oliver's and Ethier's. I don't see it yet, but let me just check over here. That's okay if you guys don't get it until after class. I'll look at it definitely after class, but I don't see it there yet. So I'm gonna back out of that. Oh, hi, Ethier. I see you now. Did you get to finish yours, Ethier, your paragraph about the Sahara sand viper? Not yet? Okay. So I'm just going to do kind of a quick refresher because I know you missed class last week, but I did record a different class and I know a couple of you watched it, but so we're talking about writing a report this time, and it's a report about desert reptiles. And These are the notes that we took. This was that on the video, I think you might have seen it. So I don't know if you have these notes or if you've seen this yet, but I'm just going to share it with you just so that we can kind of review how to write a report. Okay, and a report is different than creative writing because creative writing is more fun. You can make it up. There's not really a strict format on how to write it. So creative writing is a different type of writing, but this is about writing a report. And so in order to write a report, oh, hold on, Chase is coming in. Chase in this class? Chase is not in this class. I wonder why he's there. Hold on just a second. I have a student coming in, but he's not until later. I'm going to let him in and find out. Chase, can you hear me? Oh, he's connecting. Hi, Chase. You're at the wrong time. Your class doesn't start till 10:15. Did you forget? Can you hear me okay, Chase? Yeah, because this class is a different level. So your class doesn't start till 10:15. So come back on Zoom at 10:15, okay? I can't hear you. I don't know if your mic is not working. Oh, okay. He left. Anyway, back to this. So the first step in writing a report is to find out what the subject is. And remember, the subject is that big thing that you're writing about. So for this report, you're writing about desert reptiles. And there's a lot of desert reptiles out there, but we're only writing about 3 different ones. But the subject is really broad. It's like the big thing. So desert reptiles would be your subject. And then what are the topics? That would be the Sahara sand viper. We're going to talk about the Mojave rattlesnake today. And then the third one is the Gray's monitor. That's a lizard. And so those are going to be your 3 topics, which are your 3 paragraphs. So it sounds like you guys all worked on your Sahara sand viper. That was your first paragraph. So we're going to keep working on the report with different things. And then you're going to look for interesting facts about each topic. And we do that with the articles that we get in our binder. And that's how we find the information we need. We make a KWO. You guys know what that means, right? KWO. Who can tell me what KWO is? You can just unmute and say it, Ethier.
Keyword outline.
Yep, keyword outline. We've been doing that since the beginning of time, right? So we know what that is. And then write paragraphs using the KWO and then using your checklist. So here's just another example of different types of subjects and topics. We've got subject ocean life. See how broad that is? That's such a big topic or big subject. And then your topics are things about that. So whales, dolphins, seals, crabs, sharks, killer whale. Here's a different subject, desert life. And then the topics could be snakes, gerbils, hare, as in rabbit, camels, tortoise, and lizard. So those are different ideas of what you could write about desert life. So that's the overview on how to write a report. So now let's go back to what we've been working on. So you should have from the recording, I'm just going to cover up that one, but the recording from class last week, we talked about the Sahara sand viper, and then we looked at each paragraph in that article, and we picked what things we thought were interesting about the Sahara sand viper. And that's how we find those facts. This is the topic, is Sahara sand viper. Desert reptiles, that's your subject. That's what the big thing is about. So you've got this paragraph, and now we're going to move on to Roman numeral 2. So if you have this outline, go ahead and get it out. Okay, and I'm just going to get a new piece of paper because I did this with a class yesterday. So you can see I've already filled out number 2. This is the one we're going to work on. So for yours, let me just get myself situated here. We're just going to get out your same outline. You already have this, you have the date and everything, and the title. You have Roman numeral 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then clincher. So we're going to work on Roman numeral 2, and you should have the same all the way to 6. And then the word clincher. Okay, you guys with me so far? So yours is all filled out for number 1, but we're going to work on Roman numeral 2. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Okay, so now we can get started with the Mojave rattlesnake. So let's look at that one. It's on page 85. This is your second topic. The first topic was the Sahara sand viper. Now we're moving on to the Mojave rattlesnake. By the way, Mojave is in our area. I mean, it's not far from me, especially. It's probably like a 20-minute drive for me. And Kylie, I think where do you guys live again? Do you live in Bakersfield? Oh, wait, you're muted.
West Golden Hills.
Oh, that's right. You're in Tehachapi. Duh, I knew that. I forget. My students are like all over the place, so I never can remember sometimes. And how about Oliver and Ethier? Where are you guys at?
We live in Tehachapi, like
You're both in
Union
Tehachapi.
City.
So you know Mojave, that's super close to us, right? We're all in Tehachapi here. So anyway, and have you guys ever seen a rattlesnake on your property before?
No, we
Where
live
you
in
live
like,
now?
suburbs area.
Yeah, okay. We've had rattlesnakes, and these are the rattlesnakes in our area. So, and then Mojave, is not very far away, maybe 30 minutes from us. So anyway, I'm going to read this, and then you start thinking about things that stand out to you as I'm reading it, things that are interesting that you want to add to your report. So I'm going to go ahead and read. You guys just follow along. You can either underline it, stuff that you found interesting, or put a little star by it, or you can just listen, but be thinking of what you found interesting about this article. The Mojave rattlesnake is armed and dangerous. A medium-sized snake, its long, retractable fangs inject a very powerful venom. Its venom is stronger than that of any other rattlesnake in North America. When threatened, a Mojave rattlesnake will begin to rattle, bring its head up, and strike at danger over and over. While they can grow up to 50 inches long, most grow to about 3 feet. Mojave rattlesnakes can be tan, olive, or gray-brown, with dark diamond-like patterns running down their backs. Their heads are wide and triangle shaped, but their name comes from the rattle at the end of their tails. Starting with just one section when they are young, the rattles increase each year, with a new section added each time the snake sheds its skin. The size of the rattle reveals the snake's age. Named for the Mojave Desert, the Mojave rattlesnake hunts in the southwestern United States and central Mexico. It is mostly nocturnal and hibernates in the late fall and winter. Like other pit vipers, the Mojave rattlesnake uses 2 pits on its face to sense body heat, locating predators and prey. Night after night, it kills and eats rats, other snakes, mice, lizards, birds, frogs, and insects. Okay, a couple of things I noticed here that I'm just going to point out with the rattle is, did you guys know that how many rattles it has on its tail tells how old it is? So that's kind of interesting. If it just has one or two, it means it's not very old, but if it has like 10, it's an older snake. And by the way, I really don't like snakes at all. Does anybody here like snakes? You guys like them? You do, Kylie?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I like nice
Oh.
snakes. My dad, when we lived in the apartment,
Uh-huh.
he had a snake that he was babysitting for his friend, and I would always put it around my neck.
That would freak me out. I couldn't do it. Snakes that just gives me chills just thinking about it, really. How about you, Ethier? Do you like snakes?
One time at my cousin's, they were chasing me around holding the snake.
Yeah.
There's like a circle that goes around the kitchen and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
We're like chasing around in a circle and stuff. And I finally put it around my neck while sitting on the couch. And I was just sitting there like, oh, what do I do now?
Were you just so scared? I mean, creeped out,
Yeah.
like, ooh. Yeah. Was it moving while it was on your neck too?
Yeah.
Oh my
One
gosh.
time it started choking my mom.
Oh no, that's not good.
Not like choking, it was loose. It was just going around her neck.
Yeah, but it's probably like uncomfortable, even though it may not be tight. Still, just knowing it's there is kind of creepy. Ugh. Kylie, did you want to say something else?
So I have an aunt. Her name is Jess, and she breeds snakes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she has like 20 snakes.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
and then a lot of mice to feed to her
Oh,
snakes.
wow. Wow. That is 20. That's a lot. That's a lot of snakes. And are they inside her house too? Oh, wow. That's kind of like a nightmare for me. I don't think I could sleep in a place like that. Wow. Have you guys ever been to Calm Zoo in Bakersfield? Yeah, Oliver has, you guys have? They have that reptile house. And that's pretty cool to go in there to see the snakes and lizards and tortoises and stuff. All right, so do you guys know what the word nocturnal means? Okay, Kylie, what's nocturnal?
Sleeps at day and hunts at night.
Yes, hunts, and is it awake at night? Very good. And how about hibernates? Who knows what hibernates means? Oliver or Ethier, do you remember what hibernates means? Does Oliver know? I don't even see Oliver. You're not even in the screen. Tell us, Oliver, tell us what hibernates means. I know Kylie knows, but I was trying to give somebody else a chance here.
Sleeping for, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Sleeping for a stupidly long time during the winter.
Stupidly. Well then, okay. Yes, sleeping sleeping through winter, definitely. Okay, good. All right, so going back to our outline here, the first thing we need to do is put the topic for number 2, which is the Mojave rattlesnake. So we might as well write that in first. And then we have room for one more word. And I kind of am just looking at the very beginning of that very first sentence. I like how they said is armed and dangerous. It's kind of like a saying about someone who has a weapon, and they're dangerous, armed and dangerous. So these snakes, it's kind of a little saying about them because they're armed with venom, right? And they can be dangerous because they're venomous. So what if we use the word dangerous? We could say Mojave rattlesnake and then dangerous. And that's how we can introduce the next topic, which is that paragraph. So what I'm going to have you guys do is take turns coming up with what you think is interesting. Because remember, we have a lot of facts in this article, like probably 10, 12 facts. We need to narrow it down to 6 because that's all we need for our paragraph is 6 facts. So you're not going to write about all of it. You're going to pick the things that you think is most interesting. And since I have 3 paragraphs here, I need 6 facts. So what I'm going to do is just break it up 2 for each paragraph roughly. That'll help us kind of know where we're at and picking our facts. So let's just look at the first paragraph here. And I'll start with Kylie. Look at paragraph 1. Do you see something in that paragraph that's interesting you want to add to the report? Okay, go ahead, Kylie. What do you see there?
Its venom is stronger than any other rattlesnake.
Yes, the venom is stronger than any other rattlesnake. So let's see, how can we put that in our outline in 3 words? What do you think, Kylie?
Venom, stronger rattlesnakes.
Okay, venom, stronger rattlesnakes. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Now, Oliver and Ethier, you can copy this, or if you see something else, you can put something different because these are each of your reports here. So venom, stronger rattlesnakes. That's what Kylie wants to put. I forgot to talk to you about this word retractable in that first paragraph. Do you guys know what retractable means? Ethier, what is retractable?
Kind of where you can like put the things out and then bring it back in.
Yes, exactly. Retractable means they go back in, kind of like for a cat. I think their claws are like that. When they're upset or they're angry or they're scratching at something, they bring them out, they're longer. But when they're just sleeping or lazing around, they kind of go back in a little bit. They're not as long. So that's retractable. That's right. Okay, so Ethier, what do you think another interesting fact is in that first paragraph?
One in the second paragraph, but then I realized it was in the second paragraph. So
Oh, yeah. Let's keep in the first, if there's anything else there in that first paragraph that you find interesting in there.
it strikes at danger.
Okay.
Really good one.
Yeah. Strikes at danger. Maybe that, so you're looking at that last sentence, maybe how it does that, right? It rattles first, brings its head up, and then strikes. So how could we put that in our outline?
Oliver just said draw maraca.
Oh, for rattle?
It works.
Yeah, you could. And then you need like head up. I guess we could draw an up arrow.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking also.
So what if we did, I don't think you need to draw a maraca, but you could if you wanted to have space for more words. But I'm thinking we could put rattle and then head up. And then what should the last word be?
Strike and then like an exclamation mark.
Yes. And then I have this idea too. See if you like this. What if we did kind of a 2 humps and an arrow, like over and over? Like it's happening 2 times over and over. So rattle, head up, strike, over and over. Or however you guys think it makes sense. Let's go on to Oliver. So Oliver, we're on number 3, and we're going to look at the middle paragraph now in the middle. So do you see any interesting facts in here that you want to include in your report?
maybe their colors, like the tan olive gray and the diamond-like patterns.
Yeah, I like that. That's a lot to try to fit in one line, but what do you think? How could we put that in there?
I think we just write one color and then we
Okay.
get like the diamond back thing. See how far you can get.
Diamond, maybe draw a diamond. Okay, let's go back to the color. Which color do you want to pick?
Probably olive, because, well, my name's probably Green Olive with an R at the end.
That's a good reason. Why not? Olive. Will we remember that it's a color and not a food?
Hopefully. I
we
always
might
just
be
put R
like-
on it.
Yeah. We might be like, well, olive. Wait, do snakes eat olives? Is that what's happening here? Okay. Olive color. Diamond. How should we write this, Oliver? What do you think? Got olive. What's next? Oh, you're on mute. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Probably the diamond part, maybe diamond and then like a very noticeable pattern. Something.
We might use the word pattern. So we can have like olive and then diamond pattern. I think we could use, oh, shaped.
Olive, the picture diamond,
Okay.
shape, and then do another comma, and then we do pattern.
Yeah. What if we did diamond pattern and then backs? Because it's on their backs. Kind of seems like we should have that word in there. What do you guys think about that idea? Or you could do diamond shaped pattern. I think I'm going to put it this way. You guys put what makes sense to you. Okay. So I'm going to put diamond. And I think I need, for me, I'm going to need that word pattern. Patterns with an S. And then backs. To me, that makes sense. Olive and then diamond patterns backs. But if you found a better way to do it, if you want to draw different things, that's fine. Okay, now we're back to Kylie for the second interesting fact in paragraph 2. What else do you see in that paragraph?
It can grow to 3 feet.
It can grow to 3 feet long. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Do you like that one better than the part about the rattle, like the rattler tells how old they are?
Oh, I already added that.
Oh, you did?
I was trying to get it all done before I had to leave.
Oh, okay. But if Oliver and Ethier, you want to talk about the rattler, the rattles increase each year, then each section is added each time the snake sheds its skin. So if you want to use that instead of how long it is, you can do that. Since Kylie already added that, I'm going to go ahead and put that for my number 4. I'm going to say, well, Kylie, how did you write it, that information about the rattles?
Most grow 3 and then FT 4 feet.
Okay, that one. And then what about the one information about the rattles?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
One. Age section. Oh, section added shed.
Okay. What if we did, I have an idea, and that's good too, Kylie. You can leave that. I'm thinking of like rattles equals snakes age.
Now for my age, I just did age section rattle.
Age section rattle, that'll work too. Rattles equals snake age is how I put it, but That's good. You guys are each doing it your own way, and that's what I wanted you to do. So that's perfect. Okay, let's go back to Ethier. Now we're pretty much down here in the last paragraph. We need to find 2 interesting facts. So tell us one that you think is interesting in the last part here.
That the Mojave rattlesnake hunts in the southwestern United States and central Mexico.
Okay. How do you want to put that in our outline?
A
Probably hunts is important, huh?
yeah.
Hunts. And then we need to figure out how to put southwestern United States and central Mexico in like 2 words.
Oh, we can do southern, then US dot, then
Yeah.
central, or no, C, Mexico.
Yeah. South, oh, you said southern. How about southwestern? Yeah, let's do southwestern. I like that. Okay, so let's do hunts. Oops. Hunts. I forgot my N there. There we go. And then I like that southwestern US. And what if we did the word central and then Mex for Mexico?
Sure.
You could probably remember Mexico, MEX. Hence, southwestern US, central Mexico. Okay, I like that. All right, so we're down to the last one. So Oliver, what do you think? One more thing from that last paragraph there.
Maybe the like animals or something, like the snakes, mice, lizards, whatever.
Yeah, what they hunt, what they kill and eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how can we put that in the outline?
Maybe like hunt, rats, mice, etc.
We already used hunt, so maybe we can use kill or eat instead of hunt. What do you think?
Yeah,
I think kill.
Yeah, kill
Okay.
rats and then like maybe lizards or something.
Rats and lizards. Okay, so let's put kills, and then you said rats and lizards, but you guys can pick whatever other animals you want to list there, because there's a bunch to choose from. And then I heard you say etc. So to put that, you just put ETC, it means etc. And that just means you don't have to use the word etc. in your sentence, but you can say and other animals or some other way to say that in your sentence. Okay, nice job. You guys are getting really quick at this, and that's good because we're going to be doing a lot more of this type of writing in the next couple of weeks. And I kind of had to slow it down a little bit because I had a lot of students that missed 4th of July week, and then they aren't caught up on everything yet. So your homework will be to write your second paragraph. And I know that Oliver and Ethier, you guys are still working on finishing your first paragraph. So make sure by next week, by class time, you guys have 2 paragraphs for your report. Okay, and the first paragraph was the Sahara sand viper. This one is the Mojave rattlesnake. And then we'll wrap it up next week with that 3rd paragraph and then move on to the next lesson. Okay, so there's a couple of things I do want to talk to you about. I do want to, and Kylie, you know what? I'm going to just talk about Oliver and Ethier from here because we got done with that outline pretty quick. So if you need to go now, that's okay with me, if that's easier for you.
I have like 8 more minutes.
Okay, you can stay on then. So we're gonna just look at your other assignment, Oliver and Ethier, because I do want to talk to you a little bit about that. Let me go here. It was, I see that you turned in your assignment now from last week. I'm going to pull up Oliver's. Okay, so let's look at that one together. And I see a note from your mom, Oliver, about your dress up words. I was just reading that really quick. So let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at here.